Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nisarga, currently studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru, first year PE. The subject is waste management and the topic is environmental effects of landfills. Environmental effects of landfills. Landfills are a serious problem for the environment. We actually know what is a landfill is. Landfill is a site where the waste is being dumped, which is usually located far away from the residential area. As the picture depicts here, it's an example of a landfill site where the waste has been not dumped properly, and we can see the birds flying over it, which is really very sad. The world keeps generating more and more rubbish. According to the report conducted by the World Bank, the planet produced 2.01 billion tons of waste in 2016, a figure that could rocket to 3.4 billion by 2050, representing an almost 70% increase in rubbish in just 30 years. We live in a throwaway society and we are paying the price. We don't know what to do with all our waste. Landfill with a year's worth of garbage. If we were to accumulate the garbage that are all nations on the planet generate in just 1 year, we could have a garbage dump extending over 400 acres and 120 meters deep. How does landfill work? A landfill site is a location that has been prepared for a purpose of dumping waste, rubbish, or debris. Before the land is used to store waste, diggers are used to give it a suitable shape, and it is covered with an artificial water resistant coating to prevent the rubbish from contaminating the soil. The law states that landfill sites must be located away from inhabited areas as well as the areas used for farming or drinking water. Waste is crushed and compacted so it occupies as little space as possible, then transported in lorries to outdoor landfill sites where it is being dumped and buried under layers of soil to decompose. But the truth is that much of this waste takes years to decompose due to the conditions of landfill sites where there is a little oxygen and moisture and the characteristic of the material. So due to landfill, there's a lot of pollution caused to the environment. It might be water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, and many more to go. Why are landfill sites so harmful to the environment? Burying waste in the ground has an impact on our environment even when done in a controlled manner. The main problem that municipal landfill sites generate for the environment are detailed below. Landfill are one of the causes of climatic change. Landfill sites are partially responsible for global warming as they generate and release biogas into the atmosphere. Biogas is a mixture formed primarily of methane gas and carbon dioxide, two of the gases that cause climate change and an increase in planet's temperature. According to ISWA report, if the current situation continues and we do not take action, landfill sites will account for 10% of greenhouse gas emission by 2025. Some of these landfills have degassing methods, which is an improvement over conventional landfills, but still has its drawbacks. Degassing is usually performed after the landfill cell has been closed, so methane from the more readily biodegradable components will have already been released into the atmosphere before degassing occurs. Horizontal degassing projects that aim to capture methane while the landfill cell is still in operation achieve better results, but they can only capture a portion of methane generated. They can cause fires or explosions. Sometimes methane produced by the waste from the landfill sites can cause explosions and fires. This downside is more common than meets the eye because the fires that occur are not regular fires with flames but fires that occur inside the landfill. Dioxin emissions from these spontaneous uncontrolled fires is so very harmful to the environment. Not to mention the damaging effects, they have an aquifers whose waterproofing membranes are affected by the fire. They can contaminate soil and water. Landfill sites are often responsible for the contamination of soil and groundwater. As the contaminating materials, such as heavy materials like lead and mercury, that the stored waste may contain can spread to soil and water near the plant. Moreover, although it is not very common for waterproofing membranes to rupture, it has a devastating effect on the environment when they do. Landfills altered the fauna. Landfill sites have particularly negative effects on the bird migration. Some birds feed from landfill sites, inevitably ingesting plastic, aluminium, gypsum, and other materials that are common among waste, which can even prove fatal. In addition, another of the dangers posed to the birds by landfill sites is that they are altering their migratory activity. In recent years, there's been an increasing number of cases of species that have stopped migrating to the south and are instead choosing to nest in the areas near landfill sites, thanks to the endless food supply they provide. Landfills reduce the value of surrounding areas. The bad smells that emanate from landfill sites cannot be effectively controlled and almost inevitably reach nearby populations. Property prices are reduced in areas located near to these waste stores, which further perpetuates the devaluation of disadvantaged areas. Accidents sometimes occur in landfill sites. In March 2017, the Addis Ababa landfill site in Ethiopia collapsed, causing an estimated 113 deaths, as you can see in the picture here. Only a month later, a Mithuthamula landfill site in Sri Lanka suffered a landslide, leaving more than 30 people dead, dozens of people missing, and more than 140 houses destroyed, as this picture depicts it. In February 2020, two workers were killed when the Zaldivar landfill site in Spain collapsed. Rain, spontaneous combustion, or excessive accumulation sometimes turn landfill sites into unstable terrain where the landslides or collapses are very dangerous for the plant workers for the nearby areas. Thank you all for watching my video.